Hello, my name is Rajan Chettiar. I run the law firm of Rajan Chettiar LLC, and I'm doing this series of videos to introduce our new area of practice, which is business law. The whole focus of going into business law is to help solopreneurs, entrepreneurs, and small and medium businesses. Why do I do that? I do that because I too, 19 years ago, when I started this law firm, went through this journey of being a business owner. So let me take you on a journey and deal with some of the legal issues that we business owners face. I want to talk about a specific issue that tenants face, which is if you want to get out of the tenancy agreement, then what happens? If you have got, let's say, 6 months more of the tenancy agreement to complete, you want to get out of the tenancy agreement, which is a common issue faced by tenants or business owners. Firstly, you will have to inform the landlord and see what his views are. Most of them would say no, you will have to finish up the remaining 6 months, or you pay up the rent for the 6 months. One way for you to get out of the tenancy agreement is to suggest to the landlord that you will find a replacement tenant at the same rental and check with the landlord whether he is fine with it. Some landlords are fine with it, and that will be a good way for you to get out of the tenancy agreement. Yeah. But assuming the landlord is not willing to do that, then you have really no choice but to either pay up the 6 months rental or stay on. It's very important to have a clear way of speaking to the landlord. And I've seen from experiences and the cases I've mediated in the state courts that people tend not to do that. Both landlords and tenants have problems talking to each other. Sometimes it's very practical, they can't reach out to each other, and sometimes the agents are not able to help both the landlords and the tenant. So then what happens? One way is to really write to the landlord through the agent and put down what you want to say, so that it's all in writing and there's no misunderstandings. And then this might start the discussion between you and the landlord. And during the discussion, you can try and negotiate to find a solution to the problem. If you're not able to find a solution to the problem, I would suggest, instead of the landlord or you going to court, go for mediation and try and solve the problem. For a dispute like this, you wouldn't need a lot of time to mediate, and it'll be a faster, less stressful, and a cheaper way of settling the issue. The next issue that most tenants face is when they have to hand over the premises. A lot of disputes happen, when they do the handover. This could be probably because the taking over in the beginning was not done properly, and there's no list of the items that were taken over. So during the handover, what usually happens is that the tenant and the agent will be present at the unit, check and inspect the unit before the handover is done. For this kind of tenancy agreements, usually the landlord would want you to reinstate the premises back to an empty one. So whatever renovations you have done and fittings you have done, you have to remove it. You can also suggest to the landlord that he takes the unit as the way it is without reinstatement. But most often that does not happen, and then you will have to bear the cost of the reinstatement. It's important to get this issue sorted out, because this will then have an impact on the security deposit that you have paid. Let's assume you have paid for 3 months of security deposit, and that's worth about $25,000. A lot of times, landlords and tenants have misunderstandings on the refund. Some landlords who want to deduct whatever they feel are repairs that has to be done but it's not done or rectified properly, and they will want to deduct whatever they incur to repair or reinstate and then refund you the balance. Some landlords, for no reason, do not want to do a refund. So that's important again to speak to the landlord and to find a way to sort out this issue, so that again this doesn't go to court, because too many cases on refund of deposits are going to court nowadays. Thank you very much for watching these videos. I hope you found this useful. If you have any questions or comments, do get in touch with me and my contact numbers here. If you have any other topics that you wish me to cover, do let me know.